Jordan always excelled in math. When she was in second grade, she received multiple perfect scores on her math tests. Her teacher pulled her aside and told her it was okay to get some wrong. Coincidentally, on her next test, she did. At first, she was embarrassed. Nonetheless, it made her strive to do better. She worked harder than ever to start a new streak of perfect scores. Even at a young age, she was determined. Sharing facts about Jordan will give a better understanding of who she was as a person. I was very close to Jordan. I knew her better than I knew myself. I knew who she was, what she had been through, and what she wanted to achieve. Jordan inspired me to be a better person. I hope learning about the type of person she was will get others to think about the type of people they are. I plan to share her story to get others inspired to create their own. To get insight into the type of person she was, I will share Jordan's qualities, life-altering events she faced, and goals she desired to achieve. These qualities will help to appreciate, understand, and admire those who did not know her. Appreciating Jordan means appreciating the type of person she was. Jordan had many worthy qualities. If I could describe her in 3 words, they would be honest, hardworking, and competitive. Jordan was one of the most honest people I knew. She would not hide things. When Jordan was little, she spilled hot wax on the carpet. She tried to clean it, but it left a huge red stain. When her parents came home, she blamed it on the dogs. However, she felt so guilty, she told them 10 minutes later. She would not cheat. Jordan loved mind puzzles, especially Sudoku. She would constantly try the very hard puzzles, but always get stuck. Fortunately, the answers were all on the back of the book. Nevertheless, Jordan would not cheat. She would play until she figured it out on her own. Jordan was extremely hardworking. Jordan attended school full-time. She graduated with an associate's degree in science and arts after just 2 years. She intended to get her business degree in HR management. Jordan worked full-time while attending school. She was working for a printing company for the previous 3 years, where she had been promoted twice. She strived to be the best student and the best employee she could be. I admired Jordan's competitive nature. I will never forget the time Jordan and her boyfriend were playing memory. They were at each other's throats trying to find the perfect matches. She never wanted to lose, especially to him. She beat him and she never let him forget it. Jordan had many redeeming qualities, but she was especially honest, hardworking, and competitive, always striving to be the best person she could be. To appreciate Jordan, I had shared her most redeeming qualities, but to understand the type of person Jordan was means to understand the life-altering events she faced. 2 major events made Jordan into the person she was. The death of Jordan's grandma and the birth of her niece and nephew had an everlasting effect on her. The death of her grandmother made her into a different person. Jordan witnessed her grandma take her last breath. She felt regret and guilt after the passing. She was in denial when her grandmother got sick, never expecting her to pass. She regretted not taking advantage of the last month she had with her. She vowed to never let moments pass her by. The birth of Jordan's niece and nephew made her into a more loving person. The birth of Jordan's niece was life-changing for her. She used to feel nervous and uncomfortable around other people's children, but the connection she shared with her niece was inspiring to watch. Her niece followed her everywhere. I will never forget the smile that would light up on their faces when they saw each other. She learned to love from her niece. Jordan thought having a niece was amazing, but she soon realized having a nephew was equally as amazing. Although he was not as infatuated with her, she was determined to get him to like her. She learned patience from her nephew. Losing her grandmother made Jordan a deeper and stronger person, but gaining a niece and nephew made her a more loving and patient person. To understand who Jordan was, I shared life events she faced, but to admire Jordan means to admire the goals she set for herself. Jordan set high goals that she was determined to achieve. Jordan had dreams to graduate college and start a family. Graduating college was her main focus. She was on her way to becoming a psychologist. However, she desired a business degree setting. With only 3 semesters left, she switched her major to HR management. Knowing this would put her behind only made her work harder. She was determined to graduate in under 5 years, and she was on pace to. Starting a family was always Jordan's ultimate dream. She wanted to be a mother. She hoped to have kids of her own one day. Jordan wanted to be the grandmother that would give sweets to her grandchildren even when she knew they already had too much. Jordan planned to graduate college and start a career. She desired to get married and start a family. She set goals and she was determined to achieve them. Hearing about Jordan's qualities, life events, and goals gives insight on the type of person Jordan was. Hopefully the stories I shared resulted in an appreciation, understanding, and admiration that inspires others. Jordan had many positive qualities. She told the truth, worked hard at school and work, and strived to be the best. She faced good and bad times that made her into the person she was, a better person. She was motivated and set goals that she planned to achieve. If there is one thing I learned from Jordan, it was to work hard at becoming the best person I can be. She stayed true to herself and found the positive side to every situation. In memory of her, I am determined to set and accomplish goals of my own, as she was unable to complete hers.